All right, so for the midterms, it's still early in the game. That's the subject of the riff. A lot of smart people think President Trump and the Republicans have a very steep uphill climb if they expect to win the midterms, especially the House. Newt Gingrich thinks if the election were today, the GOP would lose. I've been exhorting GOP leaders to tout the red-hot economy with numbers and repetition as often as possible at every campaign stop. More positive numbers out today. The Institute for Supply Managers, where the combined ISMs for manufacturing and services are the best they've been in nearly 2 years. And there's a business boom, and there's a productivity boom, and wages are outstripping inflation. But it's a story that's got to be told, including the Trump accounts, which can turn working-class minority children into millionaires, where the next generation of youngsters can become a nation of owners, democratizing stock ownership, understanding the miracles of free market capitalism. But that, too, is a story that has to be told over and over again. But not all is lost. The latest Harvard CAPS Harris poll showing some improvement in personal financial situations, though it's still underwater. It's getting a bit better. Now, the same poll does show a strong support for Trump closing the border, and 73% say illegal aliens should be deported, and 67% say local jails should hand over criminal illegals to federal authorities for deportation, which is exactly what Tom Homan is trying to do. And roughly 60% see Democrats as encouraging resistance to deporting criminal illegals. Now, another part of that poll shows 60% favor a platform described as reduced government spending, lower taxes, tougher trade deals, lower prescription drug costs, and a closed border, which, of course, is the Trump package. And only 40% prefer more government spending and liberal immigration and more taxes and higher health care subsidies, which is really the Democratic platform. Now, polls are not votes, but good polls like the Harris-Harvard poll are informative. And finally, money matters. Politico is reporting President Trump raised $26 million through his joint fundraising committee in the back half of last year, and another $8 million directly into his leadership PAC. A super PAC linked to him has more than $300 million in the bank. It's a lot of money. All in, they estimate the president's orbit has $375 million of firepower. Of course, the president is outstripping everybody in fundraising by a long shot. So, all is not lost. It's still early in the game. And that's the riff.